Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we have a major update that is getting a lot of attention across the Dinar community. Prime Minister Mohammed Shia al-Sudani recently made statements regarding the potential timing of a revaluation for the Iraqi Dinar. While we don't have an official date, his words indicate that serious discussions and planning are underway. Now, before we dive in, I want to make something very clear. This is news analysis. We will break down exactly what the Prime Minister said, what it could mean for holders, and why the statements are creating a lot of discussion. But we won't be predicting rates or guaranteed outcomes. For anyone holding Iraqi Dinar, understanding these developments is critical. The Prime Minister's message reflects government-level attention to the process and why. It doesn't confirm a revaluation. It signals that the topic is being taken seriously. In today's video, we're going to go deep, step by step, so everyone can follow along, whether you're new to the Dinar or long-term holder. Stick around because we're breaking this down in a way that's easy to understand, practical, and actionable for holders everywhere. So what exactly did PM Sudani say? In his speech, he highlighted the importance of financial and operational readiness, signaling that relevant Iraqi authorities are aligning their processes. While he didn't provide a fixed date, he indicated that the necessary systems and international cooperation are being considered. For holders who have been waiting years, even decades for developments, this is a meaningful statement. It doesn't mean a revaluation is guaranteed, but it does suggest that the government is actively preparing for the possibility. Understanding this nuance is important because the Dinar revaluation involves multiple complex layers: legal, financial, operational, and international. Every note, transaction, and system must be verified before anything can proceed. PM Sudani's words reflect attention to those details, giving the community a signal that discussions at the highest level are ongoing. It's not just a rumor. It's an official communication highlighting the seriousness of the process. Breaking this down in simple terms, it means the government is thinking about readiness, verification, and compliance before any major announcements. Let's talk about why signals from a prime minister matter so much. When a high-ranking official speaks about potential financial developments, it's different from speculation online. This isn't a forum post, a social media rumor, or hearsay. It's an official statement. The Dinar revaluation process requires careful coordination among multiple entities, including the Central Bank of Iraq, international banks, and legal authorities. Signals from a prime minister suggest that discussions are happening at these levels. While the exact outcome is not confirmed, such statements indicate that internal assessments, planning, and operational preparation are active. For holders, this is important because preparation is part of the process. Understanding what signals mean versus confirmed action can help manage expectations. In short, PM Sudani's message provides a credible indication that the process is being monitored seriously, systems are being assessed, and authorities are aligning necessary components. Recognizing these signals without assuming guarantees is a key part of responsible holding and planning. Now, let's explore what the process behind a potential revaluation actually looks like. The revaluation, if it occurs, is not sudden or spontaneous. It involves multiple steps designed to ensure credibility and safety. First, verification of holdings is critical. Every Dinar note must be authentic and eligible for any exchange process. This protects the system from fraud and ensures holders are recognized accurately. Second, banking and operational readiness must be in place. Iraqi banks and international partners need updated systems, trained staff, and procedures verified for secure transactions. Third, liquidity must be confirmed. There needs to be enough financial backing to support structured exchanges safely. Fourth, international oversight ensures compliance and global legitimacy. International institutions must recognize the process for it to be considered credible in the global market. Finally, structured activation occurs when all steps are verified, allowing holders to exchange currency in a controlled, secure manner. PM Sudani's speech reflects awareness of these critical steps even if a date hasn't been announced. Understanding this layered process is essential for anyone holding Iraqi Dinar today. Let's break down why preparation is so important for holders. Even though a specific date for revaluation hasn't been confirmed, knowing the process allows holders to be ready when an official announcement happens. Preparation starts with verification of holdings. Ensure that all notes are authentic, in good condition, and documented. Keeping a record of serial numbers, amounts, and physical condition is essential. Second, secure your holdings. Protecting physical notes from theft or loss is a practical step that can't be overlooked. Third, stay informed. Following verified sources, official statements, and credible financial news ensures you know about developments as they happen. Finally, understand the phased nature of any potential exchange process. Structured, phased activation is standard in complex financial procedures. PM Sudani's words highlight that readiness is being considered, and holders who understand the process are better positioned to navigate potential future developments safely. Now, let's talk about why the Dinar community is buzzing over this news. Even without an exact date, PM Sudani's speech is generating attention because it reflects government-level acknowledgement of the revaluation discussion. When top officials signal that they are considering or preparing processes, it builds confidence among holders. Confidence leads to discussions, community engagement, and strategic planning. While this excitement should be measured and realistic, it reflects the fact that holders see progress and seriousness at high levels of government. It's crucial to remember that a signal is not a confirmation of immediate revaluation, but it does indicate that procedures, verifications, and planning are underway. The Dinar community's reaction is a mix of excitement, curiosity, and caution, all of which are healthy if approached responsibly. Understanding the dynamics behind these reactions helps holders approach news critically and strategically. Next, let's dive into what operational readiness means. PM Sudani highlighted that operational readiness is part of the discussion for potential revaluation. This involves ensuring that banks, financial systems, and government entities are fully prepared to manage a large-scale exchange if a revaluation occurs. Operational readiness includes testing banking infrastructure, confirming liquidity availability, training staff, and verifying that all systems can handle exchanges safely. These steps are standard in financial operations and are meant to protect holders from mistakes, fraud, or system errors. The fact that a prime minister mentions operational readiness indicates that authorities are evaluating these critical components. For holders, this means that discussions are happening at a structural level to ensure that, if activation occurs, the process will be organized, controlled, and secure. Now let's focus on the importance of verification and compliance. PM Sudani emphasized verification and legal compliance in his speech, which are critical elements in any financial revaluation. Verification ensures that every note is legitimate and belongs to a verified holder. Compliance ensures that international financial institutions recognize the process and that it aligns with legal requirements. This two-step process is essential for credibility. Without verification, exchanges can't be secured. Without compliance, international recognition is not possible. PM Sudani's message highlights that authorities are actively thinking about these processes, signaling seriousness and planning. For holders, understanding these requirements is essential. It's a reminder that preparation and record-keeping are just as important as monitoring news updates, because the official process will depend on verified holdings and adherence to compliance rules. Let's break down the international dimension. Any potential revaluation involves more than Iraq alone. International banks, financial institutions, and global regulators play a role in ensuring credibility. PM Sudani's comments indicate awareness that international coordination is a critical component. This means that discussions, verification, and preparation likely involve aligning with international standards, legal protocols, and financial institutions. While this doesn't guarantee a revaluation, it highlights that authorities are considering all necessary steps for a credible, globally recognized process. For holders, this adds a layer of confidence that the government is not acting in isolation and that verification, operational readiness, and compliance are being viewed within a global context. International recognition is a major component of any structured financial process. Now, let's consider what structured activation could look like. Once all steps verification, operational readiness, liquidity, and compliance are in place, any activation would likely be phased and controlled. This is standard for financial systems to protect holders and ensure smooth transactions. A phased approach allows authorities to handle exchanges safely, verify processes in real time, and ensure that every transaction is documented. PM Sudani's comments about readiness hint at the importance of structured activation and planning. While no date or rate is confirmed, the discussion of structure reflects seriousness and an awareness of what must be done before any exchange. For holders, understanding this structured approach is key to realistic expectations and responsible preparation. Next, let's talk about why patience matters. PM Sudani's speech emphasizes careful planning, which suggests that rushing the process is not being considered. Patience is critical because the steps involved verification, banking readiness, liquidity confirmation, compliance checks, and international alignment take time. For holders, patience is not just about waiting. It's about understanding the process and preparing effectively. Acting impulsively based on rumors or speculation can be risky. By contrast, understanding that authorities are working in phases and systematically increases confidence that if the process proceeds, it will be safe, verified, and structured. This is a key takeaway from the Prime Minister's message. Readiness is being considered carefully, not hurriedly. Now, let's discuss the potential for credibility and legitimacy. One of the most important elements PM Sudani highlighted is the recognition that any process must be credible both domestically and internationally. Credibility is built through verification, compliance, operational readiness, and structured planning. Legitimacy requires alignment with financial regulations, banking infrastructure, and international recognition. PM Sudani's statement reflects awareness of this need, signaling that authorities are considering these critical factors. For holders, this is important because credible processes reduce risk and create confidence. Following verified channels and understanding official statements helps holders differentiate between credible updates and rumors, a crucial step for responsible holding. Next, let's analyze the impact of official signals versus rumors. Throughout the Dinar community, rumors and speculation are common. PM Sudani's statements represent official communication. Official signals are different because they indicate high-level acknowledgement and planning rather than speculation. While a signal is not confirmation, it provides insight into priorities and discussions at the government level. Recognizing this distinction is key for holders to make informed decisions. Rumors often spread rapidly and can mislead, while official messages provide context and show seriousness. Understanding these differences helps holders maintain perspective and avoid reacting impulsively. Now, let's focus on the financial readiness component. PM Sudani highlighted financial readiness, which includes ensuring that liquidity is available to support structured exchanges. Financial readiness also involves confirming that banking systems can handle large transactions, staff are trained, and operational procedures are tested. This is not speculation, it's standard financial planning. For holders, knowing that financial readiness is being considered signals that authorities are evaluating necessary infrastructure before moving forward. It also emphasizes that preparation is required at all levels, from governments to banks to holders themselves. Financial readiness is a critical part of any responsible, structured process. Next, let's examine the importance of community awareness. The Dinar community is highly engaged, and PM Sudani's statement has created significant discussion. Awareness matters because being informed allows holders to prepare documentation, protect assets, and verify information. It also reduces the likelihood of mistakes caused by acting on unverified news. Community discussions are healthy when they focus on verified information, process understanding, and practical preparation. By contrast, relying on speculation can create unnecessary risk. PM Sudani's statements highlight the importance of communication and transparency, providing holders with signals about operational priorities and planning. Being informed allows for responsible engagement and measured expectations. Now let's look at potential strategic preparation for holders. While nothing is guaranteed, understanding the process enables strategic readiness. Holders can verify holdings, document notes, secure physical currency, and monitor updates responsibly. PM Sudani's message implies that authorities are considering the steps required for safe, verified activation. Being prepared strategically means recognizing the phases involved, understanding verification requirements, and following official channels. This strategic preparation helps reduce risk and ensures holders can act responsibly when official actions are announced. While no action is immediate, preparation creates confidence and control over outcomes. Next, let's discuss the psychological impact of signals. When high-level officials like PM Sudani provide statements, it affects confidence, community engagement, and market psychology. Confidence can build momentum for discussion, strategic planning, and responsible preparation. Understanding that these statements are signals, not confirmations, helps holders maintain realistic expectations. The psychological effect is significant because it encourages preparation, informed engagement, and patience, rather than impulsive actions based on rumors. PM Sudani's communication contributes to a culture of careful observation, planning, and analysis, which is crucial in complex financial processes like potential revaluation discussions. Now, let's explore the international oversight aspect. Structured exchanges require international oversight to ensure compliance, recognition, and credibility. PM Sudani statements indicate awareness that global financial institutions and regulators are part of the conversation. International oversight is necessary for legitimacy and ensures that processes are documented, verified, and recognized in global markets. For holders, this underscores the importance of relying on verified information, understanding legal and compliance frameworks, and being patient as authorities coordinate with international partners. Oversight is a cornerstone of any credible and structured financial process. Next, let's review why signals are historically important. Over the years, holders have seen speculation, rumors, and misinformation dominate discussion. When a prime minister publicly mentions readiness and timelines, it represents a meaningful, verified signal rather than unverified speculation. Historical context shows that official communications carry weight because they reflect high-level discussion and planning. PM Sudani's words fit this pattern, signaling that authorities are actively evaluating processes and considering international and operational readiness. Recognizing the difference between signals and guarantees helps holders maintain perspective and make informed decisions about preparation and expectations. Now, let's focus on practical steps again. Holders should continue to verify their notes, keep them secure, and document serial numbers and quantities. Staying informed through credible channels is essential. Understanding the phased, structured approach helps prevent mistakes and ensures readiness. Strategic planning includes knowing the verification process, understanding banking requirements, and preparing for phased activation. PM Sudani's comments reinforce that these steps are not optional. They're part of responsible preparation. Following these steps ensures that holders are positioned to act safely if the process moves forward, without relying on speculation or rumors. Next, let's discuss potential economic consideration. While no revaluation is confirmed, understanding the economic factors is important. Structured exchanges require careful financial planning, liquidity, and operational readiness. Authorities must evaluate market impact, international recognition, and compliance. PM Sudani's statements reflect awareness of these factors, signaling that careful consideration is being given to all necessary financial components. For holders, understanding economic implications helps maintain realistic expectations, avoid misinformation, and focus on preparation rather than speculation. Responsible awareness of these considerations is key for informed engagement in the community. Finally, let's summarize why this update is significant. PM Sudani addressed the potential timing for Dinar Revaluation, emphasizing financial readiness, operational planning, verification, compliance, and international coordination. While no date or rate was confirmed, the statements reflect high-level attention and seriousness. For holders, the key takeaways are to remain patient, verify and secure holdings, document assets, stay informed through credible channels, understand the phased and structured process, and prepare strategically. Signals like these are historically important because they indicate that discussions and planning are happening at the highest levels. By approaching this news responsibly, holders can position themselves to act safely, avoid misinformation, and engage intelligently with future updates.